their deadline today because of some pending data requests. So now they've got until the end of February to publish their final report. And that day will mark the one-year anniversary of when the initial investigation into Liberty began. So the mayor of Goodman, Missouri, pushing back on the claim that there's $184,000 worth of city money that up and vanished. Clay Sexton says it came from discrepancies due to a rebuild and rebrand of the city's finance system after the police chief there showed concerns that the cash supposedly vanished. He welcomes the state auditor to do a deep dive. Well, animal abuse charges filed against a man from Joplin after police say he choked, hit his dog, and then released him in the Grand Falls area. 34-year-old Brandon Youngblood giving up $1,500 bonds. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be around 53. Then tonight, clear with lows down around the mid-30s. New Year's Day is going to be sunny with a high near 55. And then on Thursday night, cloudy with lows down around 41. Friday and Saturday will be more of the same with highs into the lower 50s, lows down around the lower 30s. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states. It is 21 in Miami, 25 in Webb City, and 29 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app. It's time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Club Car Wash, with 3 new locations open now across the Joplin and Miami area. You can check them out at clubcarwash.com. And today we're featuring Jude from Joplin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Jude. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can go to the KIX website at KIX1025.com and click on the Morning KIX page. There's a button there you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio. We got your chance to win the cash with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound in just 19 minutes on KIX. Morning, everybody. How is ya? Candy Jan just came by. I didn't get to talk to her. Morning, Megan. Morning, Jimmy. Morning, Melissa, Christy. Here she is. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Good morning.
There's Candy Jan. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you. Thank you so much for the Reese's. I was just talking about you on the live video.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. Probably a smart call not coming inside with me being under the weather, but.
Oh, I didn't know you were under the weather.
Oh,
yeah. I know there's lots that are.
Oh, it seems like everybody is. Yesterday they had like 3 or 4 people here in the office went home early. I went home early, considering doing it today. But I'm feeling a lot better today. I think it's just sinus infection, cold is all I think I have.
Yeah. Well, I hope you get to feeling better.
Oh, yeah. It'll be nice to have the day to recuperate.
Yes. Do you have to work tomorrow? Or?
Well, let's put it this way. We will be here, but we will not be here.
Okay. Pre-recorded.
No, we don't do that. No, we don't say that, but.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you have a happy New Year, Candy Jam.
I will.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Morning, Gary Crow. Happy New Year's Eve. I think we need some champagne up in here, don't we? Morning, Bryson. Yeah, once I got done yesterday, I took off and went home and just rested all day long. That made me feel a lot better, but my voice is really weak still. My voice won't be back to normal until next week. So just having to deal with it. Jimmy, that's good advice, which is not what I expect from you, but that is good advice. Raise your left leg so you start off the new year on the right foot. There are all sorts of New Year's superstitions. Some that I've never heard of, but apparently are quite common. I mean, my Temu order has been transferred to USPS for delivery, which means it'll be another 6 months before I get it. Okay. New Year's superstitions that bring you good luck. 13 rounds. You're supposed to break pomegranates on the floor. And then each family member takes a turn hitting the pomegranate with a spoon before smashing it into 13 different pieces. Jumping off a chair. I have heard of this. You're supposed to jump off a chair as the new year rings in. It's leaping into the new year for good luck. Comes from Denmark. And then there's Jimmy's. It's called first footing into the new year. When you stand on your left leg with your right leg up and you step into your home at midnight. And that's a Scottish tradition. Breaking glass or dishes on New Year's Eve, right as the new year comes in. And eating haggis. Okay, this is another Scottish thing. Eating haggis is never a good idea. Haggis looks like something that someone threw up after a night of reveling on New Year's Eve. Waking up early on New Year's Day means that you'll wake up early for the rest of the year, supposedly. You're putting mistletoe under your pillow is an Irish tradition for New Year's. Oh, don't eat chicken on New Year's Day. It's superstitious food because chickens have wings. People believe that eating them will cause all your luck to fly away. The Irish have a bunch of weird New Year's superstition, like banging bread. They believe that banging loaves of Christmas bread against the walls and doors will ward off evil spirits. Okay. Wearing polka dots, throw things out your window. That's an Italian superstition. Don't cry on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day as you're going in. You're supposed to hold in the tears. It's good luck to devour ring-shaped foods like donuts, I guess. Hoppin' Johns. Anybody know what Hoppin' Johns is? You do, I bet. Black-eyed peas, torn up kale, bell peppers, black-eyed peas. That's called Hoppin' Johns. Noisemakers, Kiss at Midnight. That's an old one. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:08. It's going to be sunny today. Highs near 53. It's only 29 right now in Joplin. We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes. And we've got your chance, your last chance of the year, to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound just 12 minutes from now. $502.50 up for grabs if you can be caller number 5 at 7:20 and tell us what the sound is. Here's Dierks Bentley on KIX 102.5. Takes so much air. Let me see what else. Eating grapes is one. Clean your house or don't. There's 2 different mindsets on that. Some people say cleaning or sweeping on January 1st will wash away a loved one. Eating pickled herring is one. Open your doors and windows just before midnight to let the old year out and the new one in. Fill your cabinets, fill your wallet with cash, snack on soba noodles. In Mexico, they believe that you should wear red, white, and yellow underwear. Seriously. I mean, you can buy it in all the stores this week. Carry an empty suitcase around on New Year's Eve. People think you're crazy, but according to the Latin American tradition, that you'll have more travel adventures in the new year. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shiala. Did Marissa pass? Oh, you mean her driving test? Not that she died. She didn't die. She just passed her driving. When you say she passed, you've got to clarify. Oh, I know, Megan. 1996. So young. So we're going to look at some of the predictions that were made by psychics at the end of last year. Okay, at the end of 2024. A number of psychics made predictions for the year 2025, and we're going to look at those and see how many of them, or if any of them, came true. We're going to be doing that a little bit later. Also, if you don't have New Year's Eve party plans, remember that Buffalo Run Casino. Well, Shiala, who am I to assume what you're going to do and what you're not going to do? Have you let her drive yet, Shiala? Morning, Jenny. There's an awful lot of microphone in that shot. We will be driving. But you haven't let her yet. Not yet. Maybe get a big field somewhere first and let her experiment, or a big parking lot. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We ought to be good. Randy will have 4 birthdays in October. That's ridiculous, Megan. What a ridiculous statement to make. Nobody believes that's true. Okay, so last year, we're talking about these psychic predictions for 2025. Did they come true or not? So Mary Ann Jordan, she is known as May the Irish Psychic. Anybody ever heard of her? Me neither. She said on Sean Diddy's trial, she predicted that the rapper is pretty much done, stressing that she would be shocked if he ever comes out of the prison. He is still in prison. So she was spot on. For Luigi Mangione, the alleged CEO murderer, says he was going to have an interesting year. She believed that Luigi would spend some time in prison, as little as 10 years, maximum 27. She also thought he would be released. His trial is still in the early phases, so no way to tell if that's going to be accurate or not. Then from psychic Nicholas Ajula, she said there would be challenges ahead for Katy Perry with potential marriage issues in 2025. She did not get married in 2025. Actress Cate Blanchett, she said, would have a successful year with possible awards. Well, Kate did get a significant honor, including the Icon Award at the Camera Image, the Bambi Award for International Actress, and the Freedom of the City of London. She said Prince William and Prince Harry would reconcile after years of tension, but who knows where they stand, so we don't know if that's true or not. Then there was Inbal Honigman, who reads tarot cards, said that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce would make a decision this year to spend a little time apart just to check and see whether they feel more stressed alone or together, and then start planning for a wedding. They did announce a date, so Let's see. Medium Mark Christopher Nelson said that this year would be the year of disclosures. He foresaw significant revelations about UFOs, stating, I feel there's going to be some kind of ground-shaking, mind-altering disclosures. There wasn't. Medium Erica Gabriel said, I see a lot of water and a lot of wind. The West Coast saw record rainfall amounts this year. And then going back to the OG, Nostradamus, who died in 1566, he said there would be war in the UK and the return of a plague this last year. There was not. And a decrease in the influence of Western countries and the emergence of new world powers. Yes and no. And from the cosmos, a fireball would rise. Well, there were a couple of comets came close enough to see. And said a mysterious leader would rise to form an aquatic empire. That didn't happen either. I don't think we're surprised by any of that. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound right after Justin Moore on KIX 102.5. Morning, Daniel. Oh, Melissa's got to work an overnight shift tonight. So, Melissa, would you rather work on holidays? Is it slower on those times? Like me, I would, if I was going to have to work, I would rather work on the holiday time or like this week, I chose to work because I know it's going to be slower. There's not much to do, and I'd rather have my time off during the busier times. I haven't talked to her, Shiala, since last week. But she's supposed to be back on Friday. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. We've got a message from our local bottler about your New Year's Eve party plans. And for those of you who want to experience the same excitement that they do in New York City with the Times Square experience, we've got an alternative. You don't have to go to New York to do that anymore. In fact,
Strangers in my house. We'll even send you a real NYPD officer. You'll get your New Year's Eve, then order the top experience. Hey.
okay. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:18. It's going to be Sunday today. Highs are going to be into the mid-50s, and we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 6 minutes. But right now, it is time for you to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound. We've got $502.50 up for grabs. If you can be caller number 5 at 623-1025 and tell us, what is this sound? All you have to do is be caller number 5 at 623-1025. Tell us what that sound is, and you're going to win all $502.50 that's in the cash jackpot right now from the 4 states #1 for cash. Hi, Morning KIX, caller number 1. Hi there, Morning KIX, caller number 2. Hi, Morning KIX, caller number 3. Hi, Morning KIX, you're caller number 4. Hi, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
My name's Holly.
Holly, where are you from?
Frontenac.
Holly from Frontenac. You're caller number 5. All right, Holly, we've got $502.50 that could be yours if you can tell us what is this sound.
I think it's one of those self-serve ice machines.
She says a self-serve ice machine for $502.50. Oh, that's not it. But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $527.50, and give you another chance to guess and win Friday morning at 7:20.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Too late, really, right? Oh, squeaky. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country, and we are looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound. Holly from Frontenac, you're caller number 5. All right, Holly, we've got $502.50 that could be yours if you can tell us what is this sound.
I think it's one of those self-serve ice machines.
She says a self-serve ice machine for $502.50. Oh, that's not it. But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $527.50, and give you another chance to guess and win Friday morning at 7:20.
Thank you.
Barely got that done in time. That was a short break. Okay. Ice related. Yep, it was ice related. It was, Bryson. All right, I have got to visit the bathroom. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, does anybody have big plans? Anybody going out to the party at Buffalo Run? I need to promote that next. MJ's going to be out there broadcasting live. Small get together with friends. Bryson says, I don't think I actually especially being a little under the weather. We don't have any big plans at all. I think our plans are to stay home and sleep in tomorrow. Jimmy, that's your drinking game, isn't it? Whenever you hear of a DUI crash or something like that, don't you take a shot? Hi there, Morning Kicks.
I have awesome news for you.
Awesome. I'll be the judge of that.
You don't have to talk to me again until next year.
Oh, man. Call this my winter break, my winter Christine break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you would be happy about that. Like, a whole year before you have to talk to me again.
Well, not a whole year, but I mean, it will be next year, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
So, I mean, doesn't that excite you?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I like the wee.
Wee.
So what are your plans tonight, Randy?
Very, very little. I don't have any plans made for tonight. Being under the weather, I'm just going to try to recuperate.
I'm going to do the same thing I do every year. Pick out my most comfortable set of pajamas and sit on in my recliner and do nothing.
That sounds like a great plan. If only there was something good on TV to watch while you were doing that. Unfortunately, there's not.
I have talked to said that there's a new episode of Stranger Things. I haven't watched the show at all.
Yeah, that's right.
All my friends, my children, everybody's like, the new episode comes out tonight. I'm going to be watching it. That's why nobody wants to do anything.
It's
They're all going to be sick.
horrible. It sucks so bad. We were talking about this the other day about what has happened to Stranger Things, because when it came out, it was great. But this final season has just been awful. It's been like as if the Hallmark Channel made it. The acting is awful. The dialogue's awful. The story's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Well, I haven't watched any of it. And everybody keeps saying, oh, my God, you need to watch it. You don't watch it? Oh,
Well,
my God.
at least you have...
And I'm like...
Well, at least that way you have a choice of something to watch. I think we've watched everything that there is on streaming. There's nothing else for us.
Yeah. I watched a good movie the other day. You probably won't like it, but I thought it was a really good movie.
What?
It was called One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, I started to watch that and got about half an hour into it, and we were like, this is stupid. I couldn't stand it. You liked it?
It's not... Well, I like it because they don't really address the real meaning behind the movie.
Yeah.
And the real meaning behind the movie, if you really watch the movie and pay attention to that part of it, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think it's a good message. It's like making a movie, but, you know, I don't know. Sean Penn, I never liked him. He's not a very good actor. You know, so if you ignore his scenes,
Yeah.
you really see what's going on in the background of the movie.
Well, that whole first scene where he gets aroused when the woman is threatening him, I was like, all right, I'm already checked out. So yeah, it didn't take me long. I was like, I'm done with this movie.
Yeah, Sean Penn is amazing. Yeah, I don't really. His acting doesn't get any better in the movie.
Right.
But you know the message behind the movie, right?
Yes.
In your opinion?
I don't know. I feel like that was a very biased portrayal of that message. So I'm.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, hold on. I've got to get on the air here in about 20 seconds, so I don't have time really to get into it too detailed. But what was your opinion of it?
My opinion of it, it's pretty sad that we still have a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
And that a lot of people are,
5 seconds.
trying hard.
Hold on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Well, do you have New Year's Eve plans? I've got your New Year's Eve plans already made out for you. I'll tell you what they are right after Matt Stell on KIX 102.5. Gosh. Okay. Are you still there?
My opinion, yes, I'm still here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Where would I go? I mean, I've got to get all my talking in, so you won't. I mean, because you don't get a talking
For the rest of the year, yeah. Go ahead.
I just think it's sad that there's a lot of that still going on, and that we as human beings cannot be more sensitive to each other.
Yeah.
And what we have to go through in our life to just survive. And that part breaks my heart.
Yeah. I think the whole idealistic revolutionary, that they were portraying and everything in the beginning, that's a big turnoff for me. That's not how you accomplish things, I don't think.
No, but their cause.
The cause, yes, but that's just not the way to go about it, and that was such a turnoff.
Yeah, and Sean Penn wasn't the best actor.
Of course not. All right, Christine, well, I better get off here and get ready for my break.
Okay, peace out. Randy.
Later.
Talk to you next year.
Bye. Okay. So Shiala was asking, is Stranger Things worth watching? The first couple of seasons are, but it just gets worse and worse as it goes on. The last season, this last one that they've done, has just been like some sort of punishment. And I feel like I have to watch it through to its end, but oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about your bad habit that you would like to break. So as we're thinking about New Year's resolutions and what you want to resolve to do in the new year, if you are, what's the bad habit that you would like to break? It doesn't have to be something like heroin, Megan. But what is the habit that you do, the inconsequential one? Or maybe it is even something like smoking or something like that, or overeating or whatever. We'll be talking about those in the next hour. Okay, here we go. Happy New Year, Frederick. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:33, and it's going to be sunny today. Highs into the lower 50s. We'll give you a look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in about 25 minutes. Plus, we're going to be talking about the bad habit that you wish you could break. You would like to break this bad habit, whatever it is for you, as we're looking ahead into the new year and maybe even thinking about resolutions. If you do that sort of thing, what's the bad habit that you would like to break? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. You got big plans for New Year's Eve? If you don't, or even if you do, let me change them for you, because you need to be heading to Buffalo Run Casino and Resort in Miami, Oklahoma. They are having the party of the year this evening, and MJ is going to be there broadcasting live from 4 to 6 with all the details about tonight's upcoming party, helping you get ready to ring in the new year. Again, he's going to be broadcasting live from 4 to 6 at Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. For those of you that are going to be going out partying tonight, there is a very special message that your local bottler would like you to hear.
A message from the makers of booze.
Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink.
This holiday season, remember, please drink responsibly.
Drink, 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 drink. Magnum Sharpies. Where did that Sharpie go? I don't know where that is even. She hid it while I was gone, didn't she? Frederick said he gets all 4 of his kids home for dinner and celebrate the past year. How far away? You guys get to the new year before we do, don't you, Frederick? I hope he's still on here. By the way, who else besides Randy Brooks does work at on New Year's Eve? Really? How many hours is it until the new year where you are, Frederick? If he's still on, I hope he is. I think he was checking off right there. 7 hours ahead. So he's 7 hours ahead of us. So he should be hitting New Year's by about 4 o'clock this afternoon, or right? That's pretty cool. She thought I took it home. I didn't take it home. Where did it go? You ought to be able to smell it. Slaving over this hot microphone. That's right, Bryson. I'm going to get a t-shirt that has a microphone that says slaving over a hot microphone. Too little, if any, thanks. Yeah, who else would do it? It's a dirty job. You know what would have been cool today for New Year's Eve is if we had some of that wonderful Applejack that Megan was making for us here and consumed it during the show, and then hijinks ensued. Oh, that's right. Megan never finished it. It took on a life of its own. They had to put a collar on it, and they now keep it in a pen in the backyard. Boy, we are really early with this break. So I was able to get everything done yesterday. It does, doesn't it? Why can't you buy that stuff? I can't believe you can't buy that. There are not, Frederick. Most of the others have a lot more sense than to do that. Frederick has been on with us for over 5 years. Megan said, I drink the apple cider before I can have the booze. Yes, that's right. We all have our responsibilities. Frederick's been following us ever since he moved from Canada. Why don't they make Applejack and sell it? Seriously. Is that a thing? Is there nowhere you can buy that stuff? Frederick, you're one of my big claims to fame. Every now and then, whenever I'm like talking about the show or something, I'll even say, we even have a guy in Sweden who is, active with the show. I mentioned you and I mentioned Matt down in Australia, who we haven't heard. He was on a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, but not as much as he used to. I think him and his wife got divorced. So he's been busy. Oh, check this out. This story. I saved it for you guys. Thought about using this for the y'all ain't gonna believe this and then decided not to. So back in 1994 and 95, this lady, Megan Lewis, she was a second grader at that time. And she was assigned a pen pal as part of a school project. You guys remember pen pals? Did you ever do that? So I had a pen pal that I got assigned that was from Japan that I wrote back and forth maybe 3 or 4 times and then lost interest in it. But her pen pal was an 11th grader named Suzanne. Then this year, 30 years later, Lewis was visiting her family for Thanksgiving. She went through some old papers from elementary school and decided to search for her pen pal on Google. And she discovered her pen pal, Suzanne, was now Dr. Suzanne Pugh, her current OBGYN, who had delivered her 2 children at a clinic in Westchester, Pennsylvania. So after reconnecting, Pugh said it's amazing that for whatever reason, our universes have collided again 30 years later. Said our paths crossed in the 90s and they crossed again. I feel that just means we're meant to be connected forever. And speaking of letters, Dr. Pugh said, did you get my bill? I think we're all connected these days, one way or another, through the medical industrial complex. We appreciate it very much, Frederick. Always love seeing you on here. Shut up, Megan. Anything to try to make me feel older. Appreciate that. Oh, so over the weekend, they take... Hold on, let me turn this off. They have professional photographers that go around during rehearsals and stuff and take photos for social media and stuff like that. And I, for some reason, I guess, caught the photographer's eye this weekend. There is a shot of me. Gosh, the stupid. Let me turn the brightness down. A shot of me playing this weekend. Concentrating so hard. Frederick says they have Applejack locally, and the maker is a friend of their family. He's from Ohio. Hangs on to his American traditions very hard. Well, I wish he would send some to us because I beg for it every year, and nobody will make it for me. And if you're asking why don't I make it, well, it's just not a good idea for me to put things in a dark closet and let them sit for very long. Very focused, hyper-focused, maybe too focused. I've been told that I'm a little too focused while I play. Jimmy, yes, I did mention you in Kansas, but only as a warning to other people. Should be around 40% alcohol. Yeah, by volume. That's right. That's about right. So we had a co-host one year that made it and brought it in, and we ended up drinking most of it during the show and could barely walk by the time we got out of here. But that was the most fun show, what I remember of it, that I can ever remember us having. We did some ridiculous things on the air during that. It was legendary. She was lucky to get 2 gallons, Megan said. So Megan was going to make it. I gave her the recipe, which I still had. I don't know if I still have it or not. But she went and got the cider and everything and then got back there with a straw, I guess, and drank all the cider before it could ferment. Something about Applejack. It's different than cider. It's creamier, almost a buttery taste. You start sipping it, and it's very addictive. And the next thing you know, you're almost chugging it. Oh, Bryson. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Here's Cody Johnson on KIX 102.5. Thankfully, there was not a live stream at that time. It was just on air, and it was barely on air at that. That stuff creeps up on you. You just don't realize, especially sitting here sipping it. And the next thing you know, an hour's gone by and you stand up and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. It happened pretty fast. Whee! Oh, warm apple cider hits that spot. If I get in a kick, I can't help it. You're always in a kick. So last night we finished the series Big Little Liars. Is it Big Little Liars or Big Little Lies? Whatever that we had been watching. And realized we had... we also watched the Mark Wahlberg movie. It stars him... and Topher Grace from that 70s show, and another lady, and it's about they're transporting a prisoner in Alaska. U.S. Marshal is, and Mark Wahlberg plays the bad guy, takes over the plane that they're on, and it was a kind of a stupid movie. Mel Gibson had directed it. Spiked eggnog is good. The Jim Beam version is really, really good. No, Jimmy, but eggnog can do you. Oh, we do need another song. 647. Oh, my gosh. See if I can get one in time. Yay, we did it. Yeah, eggnog seems to be very polarizing. You either love it or you hate it. And I get why people do hate it. I love it. I can drink an entire bottle of the stuff in one sitting. I have to be very careful with it. I like it in my coffee. And if you've not tried eggnog, really good eggnog in your coffee, I advise you, if you hate eggnog, try it in coffee. You do about a third eggnog and 2/3 coffee. Shala says she can do about 1 glass. And then you get that sticky in the back of your throat that eggnog does. Did you play my song over the air or solely on the stream? We played it on the stream, Frederick. You were here, weren't you? You remember when we did that, don't you? It's really, really good in coffee. And if the texture of eggnog drives you crazy, which I can get that. I understand why, because it's about like drinking a loogie. Sorry, Megan. I know that's making you ill. If that's the issue, dilute it with coffee, and I think you may find a way to like it that way. Okay, so if you are planning to stay home tonight, but you still want the New York Times Square experience, I have got just the thing for you we're going to talk about next. And Frederick, it is still, if you want like copy of it being played on the show. That video is still posted everywhere. It's on YouTube. I don't remember what day it was. You'd have to go look for it, but in the next hour, bad habits. The bad habit. I still tend to chew on my cuticles, even though I know it causes problems, and I'm very, very careful about my hands, says the guy who has sliced his fingers open multiple times before having to go on stage and play. But I still, when I get in nervous situations, will bite my cuticles. I wish I could stop that. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 750. Happy New Year's Eve. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be into the lower 50s, and tonight's going to be clear with lows down around the mid-30s. We'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast for the rest of the week in just 12 minutes, along with 4 states news. Then in the next hour, because people are thinking about resolutions and all that, we're going to be talking about the bad habit you wish you could break. 623-1025. Not that you're going to break it, but you just wish you could break this bad habit. Whatever it might be for you, you can text or tell us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook. If you're not planning to go out for the New Year's Eve parties and celebrations and everything that's going to be happening, but you do wish you could have some of that Times Square ball dropping experience, that they talk about so much in New York City in your own home, there is now an option to do that.
Can't make it out to New York City this New Year's Eve? Then order the Times Square at-home experience.
Hey, why are all these strangers in my house?
We'll even send you a real NYPD officer.
Stand right there, throw out the beer, and don't move for the next 13 hours.
And you'll get your very own diaper.
Wait, you mean I can't use my own bathroom?
Plus, you'll get all the same celebrity performances.
You just shared a playlist.
That's because all the performers are just lip syncing.
This sucks.
That's why it's so authentic. It's the Times Square at-home experience. Maybe next year you'll act like a true New Yorker and stay as far away as possible.
When I said ball dropping experience, I was like, that could be, maybe that's not the best adjective. Frederick's now over on Twitch. Oh, I would not like to be there, Frederick. That would stress me out so hard. I could not take that. I would hate being in Times Square for New Year's. Protein shakes in her coffee? And you've lost 10 pounds taking out the sugar and the creamer that you had put in your coffee. I got that. I just drink black coffee, so that's, don't drop the balls. I don't know. By the time you get to be about 25 or 26, that happens whether you want to or not. It's like one day you can jog naked. The next you can't. Like to quit cigs. My granny quit. Still going strong. It's my turn. Once in a lifetime would be enough. Do it once. Ain't that? I don't know. I stress out going to Walmart. I think I'm really, as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more and more agoraphobic. I just do not like crowds. I stress out in a large group of people. I don't know where it comes from either or why. I mean, I play it. I'm at concerts where there are large groups of people, but I'm not out in the middle of them. So it doesn't affect me like that. One day I want to go just see the light and have the feeling. I've never had a desire to go to New York. That's never been somewhere I've wanted to go. I've lived in big cities enough that I don't feel that it would be that different in New York. I've had the big city experience, in other words. Same, Jimmy. I have on occasion when I will go shopping with my wife sometimes when she does grocery shopping, and she loves that. But there have been times where halfway through I say, I'm just going to go wait for you in the vehicle. I've had enough of this, and I just have to leave. I'm a get your stuff and get out kind of girl. Yeah. Same. My wife enjoys shopping. She likes to go. She'll go do grocery shopping and stuff, and it'll be a 2 or 3 hour deal. Always has been for her. And she likes to leisurely go through and look through things and peruse ideas and make slow choices. And that's fine. That's her. But boy, I cannot. I've got to have a plan in place. We're going here, 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 then to the register, then out. So I'm kind of hoping to finish my video games, at least one of them tonight, maybe, or tomorrow. Depending on how I feel. When I originally made that plan, I was not sick. So now I don't know. I'm hoping to at least finish the Indiana Jones one. And maybe get past the hiccup point that I'm at in The Last of Us. And then I'd like to find a movie to watch. Even if I had to rent one, but there's nothing good to rent right now. By the way, if you are looking for a movie to rent yourself, let me recommend the new movie, The Long Walk, which is available. You can rent it now for like $5-6, I think, on most streaming platforms that carry movies. It's amazing. Such a great job they did on that. Melissa's done New York many times. She says it's nothing to write home about. I have a buddy who goes there about once a year or once every 2 years for vacation. And I'm like, I just don't get it. I think Megan, Major has already finished that game. He played it. I need him to tell me how to get past this last part. So the setting of the game is we are in Iraq at the ziggurat in Ur. So if you know your world history, you know that the delta there between the Tigris and the Euphrates River was ruled by a nation called Ur. And they had built these ziggurats. Well, in one of the archaeological digs, of course, the game is set in 1941 or 42 during World War II. The Nazis are there, and they're digging up all these relics looking for this thing, this piece of the Great Circle. And Indiana Jones, you're supposed to sneak past their encampment, which is impossible. You can't sneak past. There's Nazis everywhere. Nazis! My grandson, he calls them Nancy's. He goes, we're going to go kill some Nancy's. And he watches on 3 platforms. Thank you, Frederick. That's awesome. Yeah. You've seen one city, you've seen them all pretty much. So anyway, I've got to this point where I'm supposed to sneak past and get into this ziggurat, which a ziggurat's like a pyramid almost. And it's just ruins of a pyramid. And supposed to get into it and find these pieces. I can't get past the Nancys. Oh, upstate New York. Yeah. Up in the mountains, the Catskills and everything. I've seen video that I've seen of the Catskill area and everything. Looks beautiful. I have this piece to get through and one boss fight, which boss fight's the really hard fight that you have to do to get past tuck and roll. That's right. I've done a lot of tucking and a lot of rolling, Shiala. Yeah, it would be, let me see. It's like 2, 3 o'clock there for you, Frederick? I couldn't imagine watching a live radio video in the afternoon here because we're so ingrained in doing it in the morning. For Frederick, it's the afternoon for him. Let me close these. That's betterer. Time for the news. No, Shiala, he just said it was 3 o'clock there right now on New Year's Eve. He will hit New Year's before we do. It'll be about 4 o'clock here when they hit New Year's. Oh, boy. It's going to be sunny today with highs into the lower to mid-50s. Then tonight, clear with lows around 33. New Year's Day, mostly sunny with highs into the mid-50s. And Friday, highs into the mid-50s. Saturday and Sunday will be more the same. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states. It's 23 in Anderson, 27 in Carthage, and 29 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app. So we're wanting to know today, what is the bad habit you would like to break? We're thinking about the new year and resolutions. What would be the bad habit you would like to break? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. Here's Blake Shelton on the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. It is so hard to talk when you can't get air. I literally get dizzy when I have to do long dialogues like that. Okay, got it on Facebook. It is going slow, Jimmy. Why don't you do something about it? Shift it into gear. Get us some Applejack. Time to change my contacts. I have one pair left, which makes me very, very nervous to change them. So I've been delaying it because I know if I get that other pair and anything happens to them, then I'm stuck and I have to contact the optometrist and I don't have any emergency backups. The hot dogs go on? What? What? I didn't see it, Kathy. What showed? Oh, I just saw that. What did it do? Did it turn sideways? Crazy. Did you see it? APPLE? Frederick, you might not ought to share that video. If you're wearing your pants on your heads. Yeah, that is the thing. Fireworks. I always forget that it's tradition, loose tradition, to shoot off fireworks at midnight. And it always makes me nervous right when midnight rolls around because in Joplin, they will jump at any opportunity to shoot off fireworks. That's weird. I don't know. I guess it's something to do with the camera. It's jarring the camera. We discovered that today. Yeah, that's how sad today is that is the wow moment of the show. That the camera jumps. All right, let's look on Reddit. Let's see if we can find a joke. Okay, see if you've heard this one before. There's this cop pulls over a semi-truck and he gets the usual license and registration, but then he hears some strange noises coming from the trailer. So he decides to investigate it, and inside he finds 50 penguins. You heard this? Have you heard this? He said, "Why do you have 50 penguins inside your truck?" And the guy says, "Well, they're my friends. We like to go on journeys together in my truck." He says, "I'm sorry, sir, but you can't just own 50 penguins. I'm afraid you're going to have to take them to the zoo." And the guy says, "All right." And the next day, the same cop pulls over the same truck again. And once again, he hears strange noises in the trailer. And he goes to check and he finds the same 50 penguins back there. He said, "I thought I told you to take those penguins to the zoo yesterday." And the driver said, I did take them to the zoo. They loved it. Today we're going to the beach. Bye, Shiala. Happy New Year. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Going to be sunny today. Highs around 53. It's only 29 right now in Joplin. But we're talking today about the bad habit you wish you could break. 623-1025. I think before you can even plan for a New Year's resolution, you first got to assess, okay, what is the bad habit I would like to quit or break? 623-1025 to text or tell us what your bad habit is that you would like to break, or you can tell us on Facebook. Here's Luke Combs on KIX 102.5. All right, let's see if I can find another one. Okay, this one, it's going to be hard because with my voice being weak, but it's a long one. So this duck walks into a bar and orders a pint of beer and a ham sandwich. And the bartender looks at him and says, hang on, wait a minute, you're a duck. And the duck says, I see your eyes are working. He says, and you can talk. And I see your ears are working too, says the duck. Now, if you don't mind, can I have my beer and my sandwich, please? And the bartender says, well, sure, sorry about that. And he pours the duck a beer and he says, we just don't get many ducks in here. What are you doing around this way? And the duck says, I'm working on that building site across the road. He goes, I'm a plasterer. And the bartender's flabbergasted, can't believe the duck, and he wants to learn more, but he takes the hint when the duck pulls out a newspaper from his bag and starts reading it. So the duck reads his paper, drinks his beer, eats a sandwich, and he bids the barman a good day, and he leaves. Same thing happens for 2 weeks. And one day the circus comes to town, and the ringmaster comes into the bar. Hold on. No problem. Are you going to be here on Friday? Yes. Yep. Yep, we're all here. I was just trying to plan whether or not. Right? Should be all right. I'm waiting. Okay, picking up where we left off. Okay, so one day the circus comes to town, and the ringmaster comes into the bar for a beer, and the bartender says to him, you're with the circus, right? Well, check this out. I know this duck who would blow your mind. He'd be brilliant in your circus. He talks, he drinks beer, eats sandwiches, he reads the newspaper and everything. And the ringmaster says, that sounds marvelous. He hands him his business card and says, have him give me a call. So the next day when the duck comes into the bar, the bartender says, hey, Mr. Duck, you know, I think I can line you up with a top job, pay him really good money. And the duck says, well, I'm always looking for my next work opportunity. Where is it? He says, at the circus. The circus? The bartender goes, that's right. The duck says, wait a minute, the circus with a big tent? And the bartender goes, yeah. He goes, you mean with all the animals that live in cages and performers who live in campers and trailers? And the bartender goes, that's right. And the tent has canvas sides and a big canvas roof with a hole in the middle? That's right, says the bartender. Duck shakes his head and says, what would they want with a plasterer? Yeah, it wasn't that great, was it? I'll do the jokes, Megan. I don't always tell dad jokes, but when I do, he laughs. Wait a minute. Here's one. let me see if I remember it right. My friend got me an elephant. My friend got me an elephant for my room. And when I said thanks, she said, don't mention it. Okay, now we're getting into the not suitable ones. Nope. Can't do that one. So this lady wakes up on her birthday and she says to her husband, honey, I had a dream last night that you gave me a diamond necklace for my birthday. What do you think that means? And her husband smiles at her and he said, maybe tonight you'll find out. So later that night, they go out to a nice show and they have dinner at their special place. And at the end of the meal, the husband takes out a small gift wrap box and gives it to her. And she proceeds to open it. He says, happy birthday, honey. And she opens it. Inside is a book titled How to Interpret Your Dreams. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. You smell that? Hold on. Ba-doom. I think the radio DJ was just trying to escape the people chasing him in kayaks. That's all it was. I just saw the cameras doing the flip thing. That's how behind the restream feed is. Stephen Wright used to tell one, he said, I moved into a new house recently. And there's a light switch on one wall that doesn't seem to do anything. I can turn it on and off and it doesn't turn any light or on or off. And he goes, so every day I go by and I flick it thinking maybe it'll start working. He goes, and yesterday I got a letter from someone said, cut it out. Here we go. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. This guy was driving down the road and he stopped to pick up a hitchhiker. And after the guy picked him up and they started on the road, the hitchhiker said he was very grateful. He said, but aren't you scared that I could be a serial killer or something? And the driver chuckled and looked over at him and said, what are the chances that we'd both be serial killers? I think that's pretty low. Yeah, I kind of bombed that on the ending. I'm still looking. Oh, I don't know. What's the hardest part? Okay, so let's pretend you're holding syrup in one hand and honey in the other, and you're looking at the molasses up on the shelf. What's the hardest part of licking molasses? Spreading their little cheeks. No. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 821. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be into the lower 50s. Happy New Year's Eve. And as you're thinking about resolutions, maybe if you do resolutions or if you're planning for the new year, first I think you've got to identify the bad habits that you have. And we want to know, what is the bad habit that you wish you could break? 623-1025 to text or tell us, what is the bad habit that if you could, you would break?
I would like to be able to break the bad habit of trusting people too easily.
Yeah, you can't put your heart out there on your sleeve or it'll get stomped on, won't it?
Oh, yeah.
Plus, it looks gross. I mean, there it is, getting blood all over your sleeve and everything.
I thought that's not what they mean by that.
No. Good Lord. What do you think?
How did that statement ever get founded then anyway? Who puts their organs out on their sleeve? Hey, look what I've got. It's disgusting, Billy. Put that away. What is the bad habit you wish you could break?
Spending money on things I don't need, but I think I do need.
Oh, I know, especially when there's nothing good on TV or nothing on Facebook and you end up going to Amazon and making impulse purchases.
Yep, that one click is a killer.
What is the bad habit you wish you could break?
Plastic water bottle cap.
Plastic water bottle caps?
Yeah.
Off of your water bottle or just random water bottles that you find here and there?
The water bottles that I drink.
Why do you chew on the cap?
It's a stress reliever when you have a crazy family like mine.
That's an awful big item to be keeping in your mouth, though.
I just chew on it till it's flat and spit it out.
This seems to be a problem. We've gotten a lot of people saying that, chewing on water bottle caps that cannot be good for your teeth. What is your bad habit you wish you could break?
My cousin chews on everything. It comes to straws from the tags on your clothes to drawstrings. She always has to have something in her mouth.
It's got to be rough on your furniture. Your table legs must look awful.
Pretty much.
Be like, no, we do not chew on the table leg. What is the bad habit you wish you could break? You can text or tell us at 623-1025 or on Facebook. It's the 4 states, number 1 for country. Whee! Yeah, we were talking about those earlier, Kathy. 6-7. Did anybody catch the molasses joke? I tried to tell it quickly. No, that one, I think everybody's heard that. The blind guy walks into a store with his seeing eye dog, and he picks the dog up by the tail and starts swinging it around like this. And the guy walks over and says, hey, can I help you? And he goes, no, I'm just looking around. How many, you guys know the punk band, the Ramones, right? How many of them does it take to change a light bulb? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many Teamsters does it take to change a light bulb? 12. You got a problem with that? Yeah, we do. Applejack is a character in My Little Pony, but is it a fermented character in My Little Pony? All right, let me see. One last one before we wrap things up today. Last joke of the year. Did you hear about the Mexican magician who told his audience for his last trick, he would make himself disappear? And he started right out. He said, uno, dos, and poof, he disappeared without a trace. And on that note, I think we're going to wrap stuff up a little bit early. So tomorrow, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. There will be a show. We won't have a live video, but the show will be on. And we'll be talking about your New Year's resolutions. And then on Friday, Jen and I will be back talking about what's something you should never, ever say on a first date. There it was. Yeah, that was it. So everybody have a very happy New Year's. Don't forget, MJ is going to be broadcasting live this evening from 4 to 6. Join him if you can. And have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye.